The 5 phases of the bariatric diet. What to eat, when to eat it, and why. Are you considering weight loss surgery? If so, welcome. Navigating the bariatric diet can be tricky sometimes, but with the right knowledge and set of products, you'll get through this hopefully with some ease. And why it's important for your long-term health as well as your long-term weight loss success. I'm also making several product recommendations as well, so if you're thinking about surgery or on your way to getting surgery, hopefully this is a guide that you can take advantage of. I just want to provide as much information as I possibly can so you don't have to go through this process alone. With that said, let's dive right into the 5 phases of the bariatric diet. Hi, I'm Ken. I was sleeved back in 2014. To date, I'm down 300 pounds. I have 8 years of experience as a bariatric patient under my belt, and I just want to share as much information as I possibly can to help those of you thinking about weight loss surgery. Actually, so full disclosure, at the time of this recording, I'm actually recovering from skin removal surgery. I just had my extra belly skin removed, but that's definitely another video for another time. Today we're talking about diet, and there is a lot to talk about. These are general guidelines. Please consult your doctor or your program for more specific guidelines. Please always follow your program. This is a process. Follow the process, and you will go far. If that sounds good, let's get started. Phase 1, clear liquid diet. This stage normally lasts for the first 2 or 3 days after surgery, sometimes lasting for up to a week if you're experiencing complications. It allows your care team to assess your tolerance for liquids and helps you learn how to hydrate yourself during recovery. Dehydration is one of the more common complications after weight loss surgery. With your new restriction, it becomes a little bit more difficult to consume the 64 ounces of fluid you'll need to consume each day. Trust me, you don't want to go to the ER for dehydration. While you're in the hospital, take this time to learn to sip slowly and often. It takes some practice, but with a little bit of patience and a little bit of time, you'll get the hang of sipping fluids like a pro. So in terms of nutritional goals for phase 1, in this phase, the goal is to sip 1 ounce of fluid over 15 minutes, which means you'll take small, consistent sips slowly, but often. Examples of things you'll have on phase 1, water, ice chips, broth, sugar-free drinks. Phase 1 is definitely tough. One of the things I discovered while in phase 1 is the beauty of chewing ice. If you're getting a hankering to chew on something, ask for some ice chips. Chewing ice gives you that sensation that you're eating something. Phase 1 is arguably the most difficult phase of all the phases in this process. You gotta keep it simple. When you are on phase 1, you are hankering to have something solid, something that you can chew on, and Pedialyte popsicles or ice chips, highly recommended on phase 1. They will help you through the tough parts of phase 1. You can also find great examples of these products on my phase 1 Amazon list in the description below, so go check that out. Phase 2, full liquid diet. Once you're fully tolerating liquids, this stage is designed to maximize your fluid intake. This is also the time when you should crack open those protein shakes you've heard all so much about. Again, just like in phase 1, take small sips slowly, but often. It's a good rule of thumb to aim for about 64 ounces of fluid per day, which may not seem like a lot until you're sipping from one of those cups like this throughout the day with your newfound restriction. Just a quick note, be careful when you do start sipping protein shakes. Obviously, protein shakes are a lot thicker than water. The other thing is protein will cause you to feel fuller faster. Just word to the wise as you embark on your protein shake journey, so just keep that in mind while in phase 2. Your nutritional goals on phase 2 is to hit around 60 to 80 grams of protein per day. You also want to follow that up with 64 ounces of fluid as well. Those are the 2 numbers you want to shoot for, and as long as you're doing that, you are mastering phase 2. Examples of things you can have on phase 2 include all the goodies you had in phase 1, all that beautiful water and ice chips, along with some Greek and non-dairy yogurt, protein shakes, oatmeal, cream of wheat, watered down, unsweetened applesauce, black beans, pea soup, cream of mushroom soup, mashed bananas, cottage cheese. To check out the full list of products, you can check out my website, bariatricfood.com. Phase 3, Puree diet. This is usually a very exciting time for a bariatric patient. It's when you start to introduce some familiar foods into your system. I can't tell you how wonderful that first bowl of Puree veggie chili tasted. It was incredible. It was like eating for the first time, but at the same time, it was also very short-lived. I could only have a couple of spoonfuls at first. Going from fluids and jello to now something with texture and substance at first was a little rough, not gonna lie. Please remember not to force yourself to clear your bowl at this stage. It's actually helpful if you're served in something like a mug. Eating from a mug just isn't the same as eating from a bowl, and hopefully that works for you. That definitely worked for me. For your nutrition goals on stage 3, you want to aim for 60 to 80 grams of protein per day, along with 64 ounces of fluid per day. Sounds familiar? And examples of food on stage 3, all foods on 1 and 2, welcome back. Small curd, fat-free cottage cheese, gross. Pureed beef, pureed chicken, pureed turkey, I think you get the gist. Fat-free or low-free refried beans, tofu, pureed lentils and peas, hummus. There's a lot to look forward to on phase 3. It's probably the phase we will start to feel a little bit more normal, which is something to look forward to. Phase 4, soft food diet. This is when you can once again incorporate more foods and soft textures back into your diet. You can wean yourself off of protein shakes and powders if you're opting for protein-based foods like eggs and chicken. However, and this is completely normal, if you can't stomach enough soft foods, stick with the protein shakes. Protein shakes are a great tool. I still use them to this day. It's a great way to quickly get your protein in while also getting your fluid intake in. I'm a big fan of protein shakes. There's nothing wrong with a good protein shake, but yeah, you can get a little sick of them. But in the meantime, use them to your advantage. Get that protein. So on phase 4, your nutritional goal should be about 60 to 80 grams of protein per day, along with 64 ounces of fluid per day. Sound familiar? Examples of phase 4 foods: lean proteins like slow cooked chicken or pork, canned chicken, tuna or crab meat, egg whites, chili, stew, salmon, trout. Refried beans is a very popular one on the soft food stage. Actually, I have a great recipe for bariatric patients for refried beans on this channel. Go check that out if you're looking for a really easy recipe that should get a lot of mileage. We still make that here. Great, simple, very cheap. Highly recommended. If you want the full list, you can go check out on bariatricfood.com. I've included the link in this description, just right down below. We try to make it easy here. Phase 5, general maintenance. Congratulations. So if you've completed your transition diet, you are now free to reintroduce a variety of textures while still prioritizing protein and fluids above all else. Continue to focus on proper portions, go protein first, and avoid high fat, high sugar, high carb foods. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? On this phase, you'll want to avoid simple sugars, which are found in candy, cookies, ice cream, table sugar, donuts, cake, honey, syrup, pies, sherbet, jelly, fruit, and juice. That was one take. You have to make the best of what you have given your new restriction. Avoid carbonated beverages. They contain refined sugar and will be counterproductive to your weight reduction goal. Coffee should also be avoided as it's acidic and may contribute to acid reflux. On top of this, you should be taking your vitamins recommended by your program. Trust me, keep up with your vitamins. A body that is hungry will remain hungry unless it's fed and nourished fully. Basically what it's saying is, like, in order for you to achieve your health goals, you have to feed the machine. There's definitely a middle ground here. And I feel like people get frustrated with that because it's like, if I eat too little, I won't lose. If I eat too much, I'll gain. Finding that middle ground is very difficult. Like, no matter what, getting your vitamins in is a crucial part of this process. Do not ever skip out on vitamins. If you're interested in vitamins that I personally recommend, you should check out Berry Life. They've streamlined the process of taking your vitamins every day. They've been the easiest vitamins I've taken. Literally just 2 products. It's a multi and a calcium, and it has iron in it. It's fantastic. Berry Life was actually nice enough to set up a promo code for us. You can save 20% off your first order with promo code BITESIZE if you use the link below down in the video. I hope this video helped you understand the 5 phases of the bariatric diet and how they can help you achieve your weight loss goals. If you have any more questions, please drop them in the comment sections and we'll get back to you. From all of us at bariatricfood.com, we sincerely wish you a happy bariatric journey. See you next time.